Hello and welcome to the continuation of the Hebrew alphabet. We will be continuing from the letter DALET. This is the correct series of pronouncing the Hebrew names and the way they are pronounced, the way the letters are pronounced. We will address the vowels at another opportunity, at another video. We covered the letters in the previous video. We covered letters Aleph, Bet, and Gimel. We will now be continuing with the letter Dalet. The letter Dalet, according to the Sephardic tradition and the Ashkenaz tradition, is like the letter D in English. Here we don't make a distinction between the Dagesh, which is the dot in the middle, and without a dagesh, although some people do. So for the purpose of this video, to keep it simple, we're not going to make a distinction between the dagesh and no dagesh in the letter Dalet. We just pronounce it as the letter D. Moving on to the letter He. By the way, I just want to go back for a second. The letters, if you notice, there's these numbers to the side of each letter, and these are the numerical values of the letters, right? So the letter Aleph represents the number 1. The Bet represents the number 2. Gimel represents the number 3. Dalet represents the number 4, and this will be for more advanced learning as you go. Continue your Hebrew learning, you'll be able to understand how we count numbers with the Hebrew letters. So the letter He is next, and He is pronounced like this, He, not Hey. You will hear our Ashkenazic brethren pronounce it Hey. We do not pronounce it that way. It is He, and it's pronounced like the letter H. Basically, most of the Sephardim pronounce it like the letter H. I know that the Turkish Jews, which I descend from, do not pronounce it as the letter H. They pronounce it as an Aleph, believe it or not. So they will say Alleluia instead of Hallelujah. That's just, I throw that in there, but I believe there was, I don't know, some type of linguistic mistake along the way. I'm not really sure, but I don't see why it would be pronounced the same as the letter Aleph. So for the purpose of this video, we are going to pronounce it as letter Hey, at the letter H in English. Moving on to the next letter is the letter Vav. Okay, and Vav is pronounced like a V in English. And here, I just want to go back a second to the Hey. The Hey with a dagesh inside, for the most part, doesn't make a difference except at the end of the word. So let's say the word, say the word Isha, right? The word Isha is, let me just pause this 1 second. Yes, so like in the word Isha, right? Aleph, Shin, Hey. That means a woman, right? And you see the Hey is at the end of that word. So when you have a dagesh in that Hey, it's Isha, right? You put an extra effort of Isha, and it also, why is that important? Because it changes the letter, the meaning of the word. So Isha without the dagesh means a woman. Isha with the dagesh in the Hey means his wife or her husband, the spouse, basically. It changes the meaning of the word. I'm not sure if I explained that so good, but basically, the dagesh in the hey gives the word can give the word a different meaning. So for the purpose of this video, we'll keep it like that. We'll explain this further. I really wasn't prepared to teach the grammar part on this video. So moving on to the letter Vav. Vav with a dagesh inside is an U sound, right? So Vav is very tricky. It can be pronounced as a V, as a V. It could be pronounced with a dagesh inside the letter as a U sound, and also can be pronounced with the dot on top as an O sound. Right? So, but for the purpose of this video, we're not doing vowels. It's a V sound, and the simplest format is a V sound, like at the beginning of the word. In many words, it's a V sound. Like ze, veze, this and this. Zion. Letter Vav, by the way, has the numerical value of number 6. Zion is like the letter Z in English. And let's just do this here, right? So this is like the letter Z. And it's pronounced just like Z, okay? Whether with a dot inside or not, with the dagesh, maybe just you would emphasize it a little bit more, like mezuzot, right? Right. We have that in the Kriyat Shema, you say mezuzot. So that's hey, we did hey, vav, and zayin. Let's do one more, and this is the letter het. Okay, now het, let's not make it's very common for the het to be pronounced like the chaf in modern day Hebrew, right? There are two different pronunciations. So if you are Israeli, you basically do not make that distinction. And some other Sephardim do not make that distinction. I will state in this video that it is incorrect the way that they are pronouncing it. There are two very distinct letters, okay? And the het, I put a dot on top here so that you know that it's not an H sound. It's a guttural sound. It's like a heavy H, like a like that, like you're gonna cough almost, right? Or clearing your throat. It's a het. That is how that's a more Middle Eastern Semitic sound. And that is the correct way to pronounce the letter het. Okay, not like it's not a sound. Okay, and for the and that's as far as we'll go today. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. Any comments, and we'll continue with another video.